Hey guys, I figured I'd do an installment of McDooby's Kitchen. Cooking with McDooby, we all like those episodes. So tonight I'm going to be making, there's something I seen on TV, but I did my own little twist to it. You're going to have to, for this recipe, you need a package of boneless pork ribs. You'll need a package of Great Value or any other brand French fried onions. You'll need a Ziploc baggie. You'll need an egg wash. And for the side dish, we're going to make some minute boiled rice. You then take your French fried onions, stick them in the Ziploc bag, and you crush the living daylights out of them. Alright? Then we're going to put that stuff on a pan in the oven, and we're going to cook it up. Well, so this is the process right now. I'm in the middle of crushing up my onions. Instead of using a rolling pin, just use my fist. It helps me take out some of my other frustration of the world. Just going to give it a good pounding. I'll just pretend it's my neighbor next door's face. Fucking snitch. You want to make sure that it's a real nice fine ground consistency. Almost like a breadcrumb consistency. Now I am going to add some seasoning to that mix, because just the French fried onions ain't going to do it for me. Because we all know how McDooby likes to spice it up a bit. Add my favorite garlic into the recipe. Yeah, sorry I haven't put out much videos lately. I just haven't been feeling up to it. You know, the weather, it's been kind of shitty, and the snow is melting, and the spring is coming. Yay! More reasons, and this just means my landlord will be out, the fucking park Nazi. He'll be out critiquing our area and shit. Yay! Things I get to look forward to for the spring. That'll give a reason for the dog warden to come around and check licenses and all that happy bullshit. Still have 3 puppies for sale. We've decided not to keep Bandit. Just figured out 3-4 dogs in the trailer. It's too much. So we're selling him. He is available for $300 to anybody who's interested. He is a male. So we'll keep me posted. If you guys really want him, let me know. Leave me a personal message or something. But yep, so I'm going to get to doing my ribs, and we'll catch up with you in a minute. Alright, well, now that we got this crushed down a little bit, we're going to add some spices to it. Some good old-fashioned garlic pepper. I should probably take the cap off, huh? Before I try to dump it in the bag with the cap on it, which probably ain't going to do much. I did want to give a big fat thank you to everybody out there. I plan on making a shout-out video probably very, very soon. I don't want to give a time or a date when I plan on putting shit up, because then it doesn't get met and I just feel like a fucking heel. So I'm going to throw some of that in there, give it a good shake. Good luck. Some regular adobo. There's not much left in here, so I'm probably going to use a good portion of it. I'll put that on the list for next month when we go shopping. Because as a smart person does, we only go shopping about once a month. I try to do all of our shopping for a whole month. Just seems to work out better that way. Alright, now we got our mix. You want to make sure your hands are clean before you start touching your meat. You don't want any cross-contamination. So, you then take your pork rib. You put it in the egg wash, and you take your bag of your French onion stuff. First things first, you should probably have a plate or the pan to set them on. So hey, this isn't no cooking with Emerald here, but do what we can. And you throw your, after you drain a little of the egg off, you throw it in the bag and give it a good shake. You can do this closed and or open. I prefer closed, doesn't make a big mess. Give it a couple good shakes. The dirty old frickin' French onion mix here. And And this is what your end product should end up looking like. It's a little falling apart, but it's alright. But, yeah, this recipe was originally for chicken. And I just didn't have any fresh chicken breasts. I had these ribs, not these ribs, but another set in my fridge. Been thawed out for a couple days, and I figured, well, before they go bad, I should use them. And I had a couple bags of this onion stuff laying around because I like to have this on hand because it's just something really cool to cook with, just like the imitation bacon bits. You know, when your budget's limited, you tend to do with what you have. And believe it or not, I've noticed that a lot of good meals come out of that. I've got quite a few ideas like that cowboy surprise that I made. You can go back in my catalog videos and check that out if you didn't get to see it. It was one of my very first videos. Well, not first video, but in that first series of videos, I guess you could say. But yeah, that cowboy surprise. That's something that came up when I was just like completely broke and had like 4 things in my cupboard and put them together. I also like to use macaroni and cheese as my base in a lot of my dishes, a lot of my homemade stuff, stuff I've thought up, just because it's cheap and it's something that I always seem to have. In my book, macaroni and cheese is a staple, should be in anybody's diet and or household. It's easy to make. It's quick. Kids love it. You can't go wrong with mac and cheese if you have children. But yeah, this stuff's coming out delicious. I want it to be just perfect. I got 1 rib left, and I think I have just enough in here to do that 1 rib. Oh, listen to the puppies. They all would like some rib. Yeah, I bet they would. None for dogs. Once you get down to the last one, you might have to flip the meat around manually in the bag like this, because all the powder and all the stuff all the coating is pretty well soaking wet and likes to stick around in the bag, so I have to flip it around like that a little bit. And now that that's all done, you want to have your oven set here. I'll show you that in a second. Have your oven preheated to 400. The reason I do 400 is it doesn't take as long and tends to make them a little bit crispier, which is all good. Because the crispier, the better in my book. Now you're going to take this mixture and you're going to discard this because you don't need it for anything else. So you're going to discard that and all your garbage. It's a good time to clean up your workspace.